Welcome to Blitz and Bling, the LSU Sideline Series, where deep tradition meets game day glam. Host Bunnie Cannon, daughter of LSU's legendary Heisman winner Billy Cannon, and Yael Lofton, who's worked in LSU football operations for nearly 4 decades. Both bring their extensive experience to the show with history and insights into the world's greatest athletic program. You'll have a sideline seat to the most electrifying show in college football from 2 people who have been on the inside of the program since 1987. They'll talk to the coaches who've shaped dynasties, former players chasing greatness, the fans who bleed purple and gold, and the behind-the-scenes MVPs who make it all sparkle. It's tradition, it's pride, it's legacy, and it's grit, all with a little shimmer on the side. So buckle up, Tigers. This is Blitz and Bling with Bunnie Cannon and Yael Lofton.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the future of skincare and plastic surgery at Stevens Plastic Surgery and Skincare Aesthetics. Our newly renovated location combines the latest technology with advanced treatments to deliver results you can see and feel. Stevens is setting a new standard in skincare and plastic surgery, offering personalized care, precision procedures, and a space designed to inspire confidence in every patient. Experience the difference today.
Welcome to Blitz and Bling.
Yes.
The second version, second take.
Right. And welcome all our Tigerinians to the land of Wicked.
Tiger Munchkins.
Yeah, Tiger Munchkins. So we're excited. Today's Halloween, and we got lots to talk about.
So I am Elphaba.
And I am Glinda.
Hello,
darling.
You are the good witch. I am Elphaba, but I think I look more like Shrek.
No, you don't.
And,
you look perfect.
And before we get into it, I am going to talk about Anthony Stevens and the plastic surgery and aesthetic center. Because as you can tell in green, I need my neck done. So we will be going to see him soon.
Yes.
So thank you for being our sponsor today.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Stevens.
So Halloween, what are you doing for Halloween?
So, growing up a Baptist preacher's daughter, it was more called Fall Fest. So, but all the family comes over and we have a good time. We do trick or treat, so we have lots of good candy and stuff. So it's all about, to me, Fall Festivals, Halloween, whatever you want to call it, it's all about family and having a good time. And, so we're excited.
Well,
Lofton will come over and he's going to be Sonic. So Lofton is Sonic. So
That's the hedgehog?
Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's this little blow-up costume and it's absolutely precious. I love it. It's perfect.
Now, how old is he now?
Lofton is 6, but he'll be 7 in about 3 weeks.
7 going on 30?
Yes.
They grow up quick.
Yes. So speaking of Halloween Fall Festival, so Wednesday night at Football Operations, we had our football family Boo Bash. Ooh. It was amazing. We had the best time. We had food trucks come in and all of our families came. We had jumpy jumps. That's what I call those blow-up things, jumpy jumps. We had all kinds of games and prizes and candies.
That's
and we
cool.
painted pumpkins and we decorated cookies.
Did you have a contest?
We did have a contest, and I have to say I was the unproclaimed winner, but I'd say I won myself. So actually, y'all, I was Elphaba Wednesday night, and Ella, one of our dear sweet interns in graphic design and photography, she falls into that category, and she was Glinda. And we walked around, and
that's hilarious.
We'll have to make sure we get some pictures up. I'm sure we'll have a few pictures pop up and while we're on set. So
we got to do a website so that we can put all the pictures and everything that we talk about and all the people that we talk about. We can put all their stories and stuff.
Absolutely. But we had the best time, and a lot of the players stayed and played with the games and with the kids and took pictures. Mike the Tiger came out in his costume,
awesome.
So it was so fun. The kids loved that.
What was he in at the A&M game? He was dressed in something. What did he have on? Do you know?
I don't remember. I wasn't down on the sideline as much as I normally am pregame because I was at our football family tailgate. Looking. So I didn't know. Was it like I
don't know what it was.
Was it a costume, like a Halloween costume?
It looked like the face was kind of like a ghost, and he had 2 eyes.
Oh, yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, kind of looked like Phantom of the Opera.
Oh yeah, he was in purple and gold overalls last night and looked so cute. So
that's adorable.
It was precious, but
cute.
So we've had a lot of fun fall festival things already, Halloween parties and stuff, and so
that's cool
tonight. But speaking of Halloween, of course, in LSU football world, Halloween night means something totally different.
Yep, I grew up listening to the Halloween Run every Halloween.
Right.
It would play on the news.
That's
what
I heard. Some of the people in the office today we're saying that they can remember as children watching that before they went to trick or treat.
Isn't that funny?
I love that.
When you're little, you don't really get it. You know that your dad's on TV, but you don't really know why.
Right.
And then you're so used to seeing it, I could almost do it from memory. But it's really special. And now that he's passed away, it's even more special. And I'm the reason I do what I do in his name, people think, you won't let your dad go. It's not that. Yeah. It's because I want the grandkids and the great-grandkids to understand and know who he was.
That's right.
And that's the only way, because they're going to hear it in the news, but they really aren't going to know him.
That's right.
So until I get his story out the way I need to get it out, and to get the award in his name and to do certain things. So that's why it's important to me to always remember the Halloween run and to kind of bring everything circle back to Halloween.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, even though my grandparents are gone, I still talk to Lofton about them. I remind Kristen, so they might be not living on the earth anymore, but we're never going to let them go. That's part of who we are in our family. And Lofton, I talked to about Papa Chicken Gran and Mama and Papa, and he kind of remembers a little bit. Those were both my grandparents' names, so on both sides of our family. So I think it's important, especially with all your dad accomplished. Amen.
Our poor babies think he's the statue.
I know.
Where are you going? We're going
That's
to see
great.
Papa.
We're going to see Papa. I love it. I love that we have a statue of your dad, and
that was cool. He's the one that said he didn't want a helmet. Because he talked to, I believe, I can't remember who it was that we went and visited with, but when he met with everybody, I said, well, what pose do you want? So he showed the picture that he wanted, and I said, do you want a helmet or no helmet? He goes, yeah, I don't think I want a helmet.
No, so we can see his face.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, but there's no helmet on the statue.
That's right. So, I haven't really thought about that until you just said that.
And I love the helmet.
Yeah.
But they did do his hair really nice.
That was those brown kind of flat-looking helmets back then. Oh no, it was the small little curve. Small little curve, not the big ones like
they
we
just
have
had
now
one.
With the pads.
They had one bar.
That's right.
And they had no. And if you look at it on the inside, if you turn it over, it's at the Capitol Park Museum, the real helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
And if they only had one, they weren't given like 5 and 6 like they have now. They only had one
helmet.
One
helmet, yeah.
But if you turn it over, it looks like a little circle with 4 little things, and it just sits on your head. Yeah. It had no padding.
No padding. That's what I was thinking. It was just like, I'm going to put a little coverlet over my head.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
So
I have to change in that for sure now, thank God.
Well, I'm ready for Halloween. I'm ready I'm ready to go trick or treat with little Harris. He's my great nephew. He's coming. So my house will be probably turned upside down, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. So. Do y'all cook a big meal and eat before you trick or treat?
None of us cook. My mother was a great cook, and then she turned 70 and quit.
Yeah.
And so none of us know how. It's really sad.
I mean, like it's pitiful. Cook things at the holidays, but if it doesn't come out of a box or I just add water to it, it's kind of bad. But Jordan, my youngest daughter, has really turned out to be a great chef. I mean, she's doing great. So I think she said she was going to do either a pastelae or a big gumbo. So, but it's supposed to be really cool tonight.
What time?
So
what time shall we be over?
Be there for 5. Come on over for 5. We're going to eat before we go trick or treat and walk around.
We'll do that too. It's always fun. I live in University Hills, which is near LSU, and it's still one of the subdivisions where when you drive in, you see the feet hanging from the trees.
I love it.
So there's still a lot of kids. There's a lot of older people in there too, but a lot of kids. So.
Well, I live in U Club, and U Club just stops the streets. I mean, there's block parties everywhere, and it's a lot of fun. There's everything you can imagine, every costume, every party,
music
all the golf
playing.
Carts. Oh yeah, all the golf carts are going up and down. I mean, it's everywhere. So, and it's going to be it's cool. So it's going to be cool. So it'll be fun. It'll actually feel like fall weather.
Yep, finally.
Exactly.
It's not going to be 80 degrees.
That's right.
So I know this week we probably don't want to talk about this, but we kind of need to address everything that went on this week without really talking about it.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Our purpose here is to be real, but it's also to be to look at the bright side of everything.
Yeah.
And to highlight the good people. And so there are so many people in football ops that have been affected by everything going on. And tell us what you've been going through this week.
Okay, so obviously everybody knows what I still do. I'm the assistant to the head coach, executive assistant to the head coach. So, on Sunday we had the team meeting. We found out that Coach Kelly had been let go. And, I don't care what side of the line you're on, as if you're a pro BK or against BK, you're still talking about people's families and lives and their kids. And families are affected every time we have this. So this is my 6th time to go through a change of the guard. that wasn't prompted by the person. So the only person to leave LSU on their own in my tenure was Coach Saban. So I'm used to this, but it's never easy.
It's not fun.
And a lot of people will be, a lot of people were celebrating, a lot of people weren't celebrating. So, there's always that division. But I think as LSU Tigers, and if you truly bleed purple and gold and you love LSU, you want to support the program, you want to support these kids, and you don't want to ever really bash anybody,
Right.
Football is such a heated topic, and I get it. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and so I understand, because all of LSU Tiger fans feel like it's their team. They're invested, and we love that about our fans. Everybody's invested. They love the program. They live it just like we do. But they're not in the office like I am that are dealing with what comes with the fallout of that, So, but, of course, Coach Frank Wilson was named interim coach, and Frank has been a head coach twice in college. He was at San Antonio, he was at McNeese, and he was our associate head coach. So he, of course, has taken the helm to get us through these 5 weeks, including this open date week that we have this weekend. So these 5 weeks, and he's doing a great job keeping everybody rallied together. Our staff is coming together. Like I said, it was great that we had that event on Wednesday night. I think that helps it. So time heals all wounds, like they say. So, Sunday night at the team meeting, Monday, Tuesday, it's so fresh and raw. You just feel like you've just been cut to your core, you know. And in my position, I'm uniquely different in that because I work directly for the head coach. So I get so close to the families. And it's hard for me not to, because that's who I am. I love as much as I can, and I support with 110% whoever sits in that chair.
That's why you've been so
and
good
I've been
all
blessed
these
to be
years.
able to stay, so, but you can't help but love. And of course, was I sad? Absolutely, I was sad. I've spent almost 4 years with Coach Kelly and Miss Pocky and their family, Grace, Kinzel, and Patrick, and their extended family too. They had a lot of extended family that would come in and support them, and that was wonderful. So you build relationships, because that's what LSU football is about, relationships. So you build those, and does it make you sad when people leave? Absolutely. And Coach Sloan being let go on Monday, it affects us.
Yeah.
So, but we're LSU football, and we're a brand that is known all over the country, and we are very unique, and we play hard, we love hard, we cheer hard, and we celebrate the highest of highs, and we're together in the lowest of lows. And that's been an ebb and flow for a while now. And, so I'm used to it. It never makes it easy, like I said. But, we're pushing through. And Thursday morning at our run, before we released the team, we had some former players come back and address the team. And that was very powerful, because it was several that live here in Baton Rouge were there, and they spoke to the team before we did the team run. And it was about, people come and go, but you're playing for LSU. Those 3 letters mean something. That means something to me. I know it means something to you. And boys on that team, it means something to him. And every player that has ever donned the purple and gold uniform at LSU, it means something to him, whether you were there a year, 4 years, or 5 years.
You're right.
And even if you never won a championship, or you're able and fortunate enough to win 2 or 3, so it's powerful, and it means something. And, standing in there listening to those former players talk that addressed the team for a few minutes. And, I mean, it hits you right in the heart. Duke Riley was one of the kids that was one of our former players that came back. And what he said spoke to me so much, because he only played really all the time his senior year, and then he was in the NFL for, I think this is his 10th year in the NFL. So whether you played 1 season or 4, what's in your heart that for LSU football and the Tigers, and we're fighting Tigers, it's there.
Yeah.
And so I felt like yesterday was a great day, and I loved it. I love seeing everybody be able to come back and enjoy and give their input, and it's a celebration of who we are and what we still have left to do.
See, and I love that. So, and I'm a little bit on the outside, because I'm not in football ops every day, and I watch the TV reports, and I watch the Facebook posts, and everybody that say that everybody's got an opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
And I understand that they do have an opinion, but you have to think about it. Those, and especially with the political issues that happened yesterday, those 3 letters do transcend all of this. And, people saying, oh, well, we're not going to get a good coach. We're not going to do this. Yes, we are, because we're LSU.
We're LSU. We are, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people feel I do, you'd look at all across the country, LSU is a top 3 job, if you ask me, top 5, no lower than top 5. But everybody all across the country was getting news about the change up at LSU. We're always in the news about whatever it is, and you don't always hear that about other universities. And I'm not just saying that because we're in the SEC or we live in Louisiana in the South. I have people from all over the country that reach out. They're getting it on their news feeds because that's how powerful those 3 letters are, LSU. And we are not down and out. We are not over. We are not any of that. LSU has been there long before I got there, and that brand will stay strong long after I've left too. So it's just we've been fortunate for all the people who have dawned those doors, whether it was on the field or in the offices. We have been blessed totally at LSU with the people that have come through our doors and the success we had, and even the failures we've had. We've all still learned valuable lessons from that. So I don't think anything happened for a reason. I feel like in my life, for sure, every step is ordered, and it's a divine appointment by God. And this is another one, And so we're going to support these boys and this staff and, whoever else might take over the helm, So they're going to get 100% of what I have to give, and the other ones that bleed purple and gold that are in our offices, that's what we do.
Yeah. And how are the kids? How are the players?
It's never easy, and they understand this is part of this game. But, some kids that just got here, they were only be able to be with Coach Kelly for not even a full season, and others 2 years, 3 years, and some of the guys have been able to be there with him the whole, almost 4 seasons. So you've got everybody talks about it's not a death by any means, but there's stages of grief even in that because it's life-changing. It's life-changing for everybody involved. And those of us who are still in the office, it's life-changing there too, because you're like, well, depending on what happens, am I going to be looking for a job or am I not? So it's important because this is our lives.
Yeah.
And we spend more time with the people in our building than their families do. I've spent more time at the office than I do at home with my own daughters and grandson and my husband, So we become so intertwined and so close to each other that it does affect us. My heart breaks, but you go through all those different stages of emotions and grief, and so does our players. We're still human. We're not machines. We're still human. We have feelings. So regardless what side of the fence you're on when it comes to the state of our program, we all still need to rally and support. And I feel it. It's getting better. Our kids are feeling it. We're keeping it going in the office, and it's going to be all right.
Well, you'll have a ton of people that are behind you, regardless of what some of these things that come out. And I would just say to the people, to the sports writers, and to everybody out there, just be kind.
Yeah,
be kind in your statements. Be kind in what you say. And just know that these are 18 to 22-year-old kids.
That's right.
That this whole program is built around.
That's right.
And just it's those 3 letters, LSU.
It all goes back to that, LSU.
So when we were planning this, we were not planning on talking about that.
No, but that's part of the behind the scenes of what we do about this podcast, and that's who I am. I'm still living it daily, so it's not like something I can say, back 20 years ago. I can still talk about that, but it's relevant because it's real. And this is a topic, and it's special to me because it's dear to my heart, and it affects me too.
Yeah.
So I can't come on here and act like I'm oblivious to it. It's not.
So what happens during? You mentioned you have a lot of different transitions you've been through.
Yeah.
Not all of them pleasant. Probably none of them pleasant, except
That's
maybe
right.
one. But what happens during a transition? Like what actually changes from day to day?
Well, right now we're just we're going with the plan in place, and Coach Wilson, we've tweaked a few things when it comes to, because he's been a head coach before and he's been at LSU on different stints. So, of course, he's going to put his touch on it, and that's fine. And we change up some stuff, and we just roll with it, and that's what we're doing. And it's not so much that it's drastic right now because we all know each other, and with Coach Wilson coming in, he was already associate head coach, so that's easy. So it's still flowing. The difference comes if a new regime happens to come in. And so it's never easy, but you learn how they want to do things, and that's what you do. So in my position, I ask questions. I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume that we're doing it like we've always done it. I ask questions. How can I best serve you in this role? What can I do to help you? And I take it from there and just go with it, And some days, every day is a different day. And, the first couple of months of getting everything in place is more trying. But then once we get going, it rolls. And it basically runs itself. Once you have it, it basically runs itself.
Well, anybody coming in would be thrilled to have somebody like you who's been.
Well, thank you,
Who's
Bunnie.
been there. Well, not only your personality, but
you've
been there
filings.
but
filings.
but you've been there, and you've seen the transitions, and you know what works, and you know what doesn't work.
Right.
So if I were a person coming in, I would be thrilled to have somebody who had that history.
Right.
And that's a lot of what we pay tribute to in this podcast.
Yes.
Is the
Well,
history.
I tell you what, God has blessed me, and He has had His hand on me with every one of these transitions, and I've been able to stay, and a lot of people can't say that, so I'm very fortunate. There's a few of us in the office that have been there. I know Doug Oakland has been through a lot. He's been there a while, like I have too. And, Michael Bonnet in sports information, although he doesn't directly deal with football, but he's still a very big, vital part of our football program too, and we've had Michael on the show. And so it's, we're just blessed, and it's because we love LSU.
Yeah.
My loyalty is to my school, so because my loyalty lies in those three letters, whoever sits in that chair, they're the beneficiary of that.
Right. That's
so
true.
It comes to them. And do I get close to them and do I love them? Yes, I do. Sometimes it feels like we're going through a divorce. I think with Coach Miles, because we had been together for 12 years, he was my longest tenured coach.
Yep.
In fact, I talked to Miss Kathy just the other day, and, we laughed about it right after it all happened. I said, I feel like I'm going through a divorce because we had been together for so long and working together so long. It's like a divorce, but.
Well, you've only had 12 husbands now then.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So, the crazy thing is, though, I still keep in touch with everybody that ever came through, and, and I will, I consider, once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger in my heart. You're you're my football family. Even though you might not be in Baton Rouge and you're somewhere else, we're still family.
We should get those head coaches to call in.
That's it.
And then we could ask them what their favorite thing about Yael
Yeah,
Lofton
oh gosh.
or a story. Tell us a story.
That's it. Some of them would probably be some pretty humdingers, I tell you.
Well, you probably have a lot of stories that you could write a book.
Yes.
I think we all, if we've been at LSU more than 10 years, I think you could write
Everybody
a book.
could write a book. That's it.
But right now they're going through a search for the new president.
Yeah, so we've got so many things going on at LSU right now.
But it's all good because I think anybody who comes in, they have to appreciate, number one, the people that have been there forever.
Yes.
They have to appreciate the traditions.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled. I think I'm very positive about the future for LSU.
Oh, yeah. LSU is going to be fine. Like I said, sometimes if people talk about you have a glass of water and it's half full. You either see it half full or half empty, and that's the point of it too. And if you stick your finger in there and pull it out, it's no different. So I'm not if I'm never at LSU, it's not like LSU is going to fall apart. Absolutely not. LSU will be here forever.
My friend
we are going
Morris,
to be fine.
I was yelling about something at one point. She goes, Cannon. She called me Cannon.
Yeah.
Cannon. This university's been here 150 years before you, and it's going to be here way after you.
Amen.
And she's right. I mean,
that's why it's so important. Then, while we are privileged to be at LSU, we have to give everything we got and embrace it and enjoy every moment.
And anybody that knows me knows that I can go off on something. I can get mad at something and go off completely. So I'm not sitting here acting like I'm Pollyanna,
right?
That everything is wonderful and LSU is great. It's not.
No, there's problems everywhere.
But it's my school.
Exactly. It's like, it's like when your family, I can talk about my family, but you can't.
That's right.
So hands off.
That's right.
Same thing with our school. I get my back up on some things like that too. I'm like, this is my school. What are you doing?
Do you ever feel like you want to say, I do this so many times. I write something to somebody to kind of put them in their place, and then I step back and I go, no. Don't engage.
I agree. Sometimes it's better to get it out, and they don't know, but you get it out yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever want to hit that button though and send it?
Oh, sometimes, but I know the consequences if I ever do, because once it goes, it's gone, and you can never take it back. A lot of times, some of my family is my sounding board, but there's a lot of times I'll be sitting in my office and I talk to myself. If anybody ever came in some days because I'm reminding myself of stuff or I'm talking myself to talk through things, I've done that on several things because it helps me hear sometimes how stupid it's. I think it sounds good in my head, but then when I say it, it really sounds bad.
Do you answer yourself?
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah. I do that too.
Yael, do you look fabulous today? Absolutely, darling. I look fantastic. So, but yeah. But, now I've done forgot what we were talking about, Bunnie. That just shows you how cuckoo I am sometimes. It's all right. Yeah.
Squirrel.
So, but yeah, talking about old people and wanting to defend their school. Yes, sometimes I want to punch people right in the mouth.
Yeah.
You think of that the anger is real. And then of course I would never do that. But, the emotions, and for the last couple of weeks, their emotions have been hot.
But they don't have the luxury of also knowing the facts that we know.
If you believe everything that's on social media, then pigs fly. You actually believe that pigs fly.
Yep.
And that is absolutely ludicrous. So, but because that's our world now, social media is like, oh, I saw that on social media, so it must be true. And now with this AI stuff, forget it. They can even make you look like you're doing something.
Yeah,
it's scary.
They can. And the voices sound identical.
Yes.
Identical.
It is crazy.
Are the kids sheltered at all? Or do they hear everything that we're hearing?
Oh, they hear everything.
They hear it all?
Yeah. I mean, kids, they're not going to get off social media. Nobody does. And so they hear everything, Sometimes they hear more than we do because I don't always get on it as much, and sometimes I don't even watch the news. I have to make myself watch the news to kind of know what's even going on in the world because I get bogged down in my own stuff, and then I go home and I want to unplug, so I watch Netflix or something,
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the sad thing, too. What's that old saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, that needs to be changed. Words do hurt people.
Yeah. Especially now with social media.
A stick and a stone, you're going to heal from a cut, but sometimes you don't heal in your heart from people's words. And, but that's here nor there. Sometimes I feel like, people are going to do what they want to do, and that's their prerogative. We live in the United States of America, But there are consequences to words and actions, and people need to understand and have empathy for that situation because they're not the people that are sitting in offices or the people that just got let go or the people that are worried about, am I going to have a job in 2 months, So, and the kids and what they have to hear at school. We have a lot of young people that are in our offices, children in elementary, middle, and high school. And sometimes kids are the meanest to each other, because they hear their parents talking and they form their own opinions, So we just have to understand.
And they don't know the consequence of their words.
They don't, because it's easy for everybody to say, oh, LSU football.
Yeah. Well, just be kind out there, people.
Like that saying, be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little mouth, what you say.
Yep. Yeah, because you can't take it back. I've learned that. I've said things in the past that I wish I could take back.
Me too. And, you can apologize and the people forgive you. And I've forgiven a lot of stuff from people. But we are human and we're flesh. We don't forget it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to forgive you, but I ain't going to forget it.
Yeah, that's true. I won't forget it. But also, too, you've been through this a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through this before. This is not new.
Not my first rodeo, and it's great though because people are passionate, and I get it, and I'm right there with you. I'm passionate too. Do you a lot of people I think it's funny sometimes when we lose a ball game, do they not think we want to win? That's what's so funny.
Well, they just blew this game. They wanted to lose.
Do they not think that every time we go out there, we want to win too? So it's funny. So, but
that's funny.
I get it. LSU fans are passionate, and I love that about our fans.
Keep the passion, just be a little bit nicer.
That's it. On this Halloween day, let's be joyous.
So what else are we going to talk about other than Glinda the Good Witch and Shrek?
Yes. Well, we have these beautiful Queen of Sparkles cardigans on, and they are fabulous.
You all need to get one.
Yes. Her whole Wicked line, amazing.
Her entire line.
Exactly. Her whole line, yes. And she's just come out with her Thanksgiving stuff was so cute. I got a few things of that.
You think she would come?
And her Christmas. I'm going to call Jamie. We're going to have to call Jamie and get her to be a guest on our show. Now, you talk about a woman that bleeds purple and gold. Jamie Glass Odom. Oh, yeah. She's a graduate of LSU. Fantastic. Her and her husband, Hunter. I mean, they're both amazing.
Maybe she would be a sponsor.
We'll have to ask her.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, I'll have to ask her.
I'm into sponsors now. I don't even know what they do for us,
Bunnie's
but
on the sponsor kick. Bunnie's on the sponsor kick.
Yeah, we're going to get 3 or 4 of them.
That's right. Even my daughter, Kristen Hyde, painted these for us. So go to her website. Look, she does great painting.
She's
Kristen
amazing.
Hyde. Yes.
She's good. She's doing tennis shoes now?
Tennis shoes. She does jackets, boots. She did my boots I wore at Ole Miss.
Those are incredible.
Those white boots. I had bought those white boots from Bella Bella. Shout out Bella Bella. Y'all got great game day stuff. So I bought the boots, and they were white, and they had like this little violet color. So and they had a violet bow on the front. And I told Kristen, I said, as much as I love them, those aren't enough for me. I need it sparkled
You need a little
out.
bit more, yeah.
So I kind of said, look, I want the bow to be gold, and then you just figured out. Well, then she painted those purple flowers all over it, and she glittered out the gold. I mean, they're a work of art. Those boots are fantastic.
Tell her I'll add some crystals to it.
Yes, that's what I told her. I said, can you buy some big stones? She said, Mom, ask Bunnie about that. That's not me. I'm on the paint side.
I'll do the crystals.
That's it. So
speaking of crystals, though, I was fortunate enough to do something for the Rodrigue Foundation, the Blue Dog, the LSU Blue Dog. I crystallized the whole thing.
That was amazing.
It went at auction. I want to say it was like $10,500 for their foundation.
That's amazing.
So that was cool to do.
It was awesome.
That was fun.
It was awesome. I know, and I have the Blue Dog jacket that you painted and blinged out on me too. So
look, I can put bling on just about anything.
I know.
Just
I love
about
it.
anything.
That's what Andy told me the other day. He said, "Is there anything you don't bling out?" I said, "Well, I even have some panties that have some bling on it. I love it. Why not?
Be kind of scratchy.
Yeah, but they're not too bad because they're like flat. It's not bad, But what's wrong with that? I'm just sparkle everywhere.
Look, leave a little sparkle wherever you go.
That's right. Leave a little. Instead of pixie dust, we're leaving a little sparkle.
So I got one more question. Yeah. How do you feel about call-ins? What if we had a call-in section of the podcast?
I'm down.
I could do that
because we can always cut them off.
I don't know if they can do that.
I don't know.
But I think we need to do call-ins.
We might have to grow a little more. So go hit that like button and subscribe, you fans.
Yeah, please do, because we need to keep this going, and we've got some really good guests coming up in the next few weeks and months.
Exactly.
And we're going to keep this going beyond football season.
Amen.
So
we always can talk about everything.
We can be baskets.
We got stories for years.
Ooh, we got women's basketball coming.
Oh, yeah,
we got all kinds of
much stuff. I got some stories about all that stuff too, because Kim Mulkey was my babysitter for a little. She babysat me for a few times.
Oh, that's incredible.
The funny thing was when she came over to the office to meet Coach Kelly and them, and first thing she said, I used to change her diaper. I was like, now there's some things maybe we shouldn't say. And I just announced that on our podcast, so great, Yael. But she is from Tickfall. We were from Nottowbany, so we love their family.
Look, she's
dearly,
incredible.
Kim's amazing.
I love her spunk. I love it that she'll say just about anything.
Yes.
And if I could pick who I wanted to be, it would be a cross between Kim Mulkey and Beth Dutton from Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah, Beth Dutton.
Yep.
Yes.
Because those two,
that's it. That's a force. That's a force. Exactly.
Well, anything else for Halloween?
I think so.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
I love Butterfingers. And I know they really don't make that. I don't even think they make a Halloween package for Butterfingers, but I love it. But
Reese's
I do love the
Pumpkins
Reese's
are the
Pumpkins
now.
now.
Are the
those
best.
are good.
Have you put them in the freezer?
Yes, those are good. And I love a good York peppermint patty. York peppermint patty from the freezer too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Reese's.
But have you ever taken candy corn and peanuts?
No.
Okay, y'all have got to do this. So you take, in fact, I think the first person that I ever saw do it, I can't remember if it was Miss Mary Miller. That was, she was a secretary for us. She was the head coach's secretary. I believe it was Miss Mary Miller that did that. She used to be, she was the best baker ever. But you take a jar and she just put candy corn and peanuts and you smush it all up so it's a sweet and salty at the same time.
Well, it's kind of like,
honey, it's the best stuff you ever put in your mouth. You got to do it.
What do you call the peanuts and the M&Ms? It's like
it's like that, like that little mix stuff. Yeah. But this is even better, and it's cute and it's Halloweeny, Thanksgiving-y, the whole deal.
So you got Yael's.
And you can do the Harvest candy corns or just the regular orange and white ones.
Yael's
you can mix them all.
Candy corn mix coming to a store near you.
I'm telling you, y'all, it is
fantastic. We could do it in purple and gold and merch.
Yes, I'm telling you, it is the best stuff.
We got to get the merch.
And then caramel apple's always good.
Yeah, caramel apple's really good.
But I love those craft caramels. I'll just eat those and not worry about melting them, putting them on the apple. I found a bag the other day in Walmart and I hadn't seen them in a long time, and I think I've eaten the whole thing.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
It was so good.
I ate a whole bag of the pumpkins, the little pumpkins.
Oh.
And then they make the Christmas trees now, and then they make the turkeys. They make them for every season now.
I love it. I know. I love candy. I do.
Well, this is your Halloween episode of Blitz and Bling.
Yes, yes.
We're glad you could join us. And
absolutely.
Please subscribe and like. And for all you businesses out there, you might want to consider being a sponsor.
Yeah, because we're the latest up and coming. I mean, you got Elphaba and Glinda sitting right here.
That's right.
The world, the sky's the limit.
Should I try the song?
Yeah, do it.
No, I can't do it. All right,
y'all have a blessed and safe holiday. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Blitz and Bling, the LSU Sideline Series with Bunnie Cannon and Yael Lofton. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an inside look at LSU football. Share it with your fellow Tiger fans and join us next time for more stories from the heart of Death Valley with loads of sparkle.